Hello everyone, my name is Woody. Don't care what my name is, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Great Wall. You know, I said that January was not a good month for movies, that it's very rare to find movies around that time that can actually be a good success, but in February's case, this year, it seems that they're suffering through the same thing. Last week, we saw some good movies come out. This week and the first week of February, not so much. Okay, well, what's so bad about this movie? I mean, is it as bad as 50 Shades of Grey, darker, whatever it's called? Well, no, but it's definitely not good. The idea for this movie is not bad, but I'll get to that in a bit. Let's go over the story. The story for this movie is we are focusing on this group of mercenaries led by Matt Damon. They go to China to try to find the black powder or gunpowder that we know the Chinese created, and they want to find it, bring it back home. However, they are captured, and they find out that the Chinese there have been fighting against these dragon-like creatures that don't fly, by the way, and they have to stop them from going over the Great Wall. And at the same time, Matt Damon's character is also trying to find the black powder and get out without being killed. Idea-wise, this is not actually bad. In fact, I think it can actually be pulled off very well if it was pulled off well. I mean, the Chinese going up against these dragon creatures with the Great Wall, with the stories that we get from Chinese folklore, how could it not be that good? I think that actually would have been a very good story. But again, it suffers from very, very bad pacing. Let me explain. After we get the big fight scene, which is actually probably the best part of the whole movie, the pacing starts to slow down. The rest of the movie, it doesn't keep you hooked. It starts slowing down to a snail's pace, and it really takes the fun out of the movie. Like, you no longer care, you're no longer interested, and the characters don't even help either. I'll get to them in a bit, but like I said, the story with the first fight, it's a lot of fun. It's the best part of the whole movie, but the rest, it just slows down very badly. You lose interest, and even the final fight, you really don't care at all, which is a shame, because again, the idea, not bad, just not executed well. Okay, well, what about the characters? Well, look, I love Matt Damon. I don't think he's a bad actor. Let's be honest, we've seen a lot of bad actors out there, but it's just that none of the characters, including his own, are very memorable. None of them are very interesting. None of them are very good. And they're just so boring. And that's what hurts the story a lot also, is the fact that if you have a good story idea, it needs to be done well, it needs to be told well, and you need to have characters that can actually help it. But if your characters are so boring and not very memorable, then the audience are not going to care either. And these characters, we've seen them in other types of movies before, including Matt Damon's character, so why should we care at all? Especially if we know who's going to live, who's probably going to live, who's going to die, and we know how it's going to go. And sure enough, we're right about that. So I really didn't care much about them at all. Okay, fair enough. What about the special effects? How are they? Well, the first fight scene, like I said, it was the best part of the movie. It was cool. It was stupid, but it was cool, stupid. And it reminds you a lot of Lord of the Rings with their fights and how ridiculous things can get, especially when we have a lot of fighting going on. And that's what we got for the first fight. It was stupid, but it was fun as hell. I enjoyed it. Seeing the Chinese fight against these creatures was fun too. The creatures like trying to go up against the wall, all of them huge numbers. It does look pretty stupid. In fact, it reminds me of World War Z when we see the zombies piling on each other trying to get up the wall. Kind of reminded me of that, but I didn't think it was bad. But then when we get to the other fights later on, you really don't care much about them, and they're not good. The special effects for the CGI creatures, the dragon-like creatures, or as some people are calling them, the Komodo dragon creatures, um, not that interesting at all. Not that original either. I mean, you've seen these type of creatures so many times in other movies. So, why do you care about them? Why should we care about these things? And I really didn't like them at all. I think they just look dumb. The rest of the design of, let me go back to the outfits of the Chinese. The outfits, I actually like those. The outfits look actually pretty good. They're not bad. And each one has a different task just by the different color of armor that they wear. So it's not bad either. But as I said before, the rest for the fight scenes and later on are pretty dumb. You don't really care much about them. And it looks dumb later on. So the first fight scene, very cool, very fun. But the rest is just very boring. So you really didn't care much about the rest. So story-wise, a good idea, just executed badly. Characters, okay, not 50 Shades Grey, darker, bad, but it's still not good. Special effects for the first fight scene, pretty cool. Later on, not so much. So I will say the Great Wall is definitely not worth your time. Save your money, guys. Save it for another movie. But save it for March. Definitely save it for that time. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's not worth watching with your friends or families or your loved ones. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this movie, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Check out my Facebook page as well. And I'll see you all next time. We'll give you more love and more entertainment. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all next time.